We need to talk about this Texas Senate race. This week, Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett entered the Democratic primary for Senate in Texas, and a lot of people on these apps who have no experience in Texas have opinions, but honestly, most of them don't know shit about Texas or political strategy. I'm not a native Texan, but I've worked in Texas politics for more than a decade, for politicians and campaigns at the local, state, and federal levels, but for the first time in a long time, I don't have a dog in this fight. So I'm just going to tell you what winning in Texas actually looks like. For Democrats, Texas has become a bit of a boy who cried wolf situation, where cycle after cycle we get people whipped up about Texas turning blue, and when it doesn't happen, people feel like it was a giant waste of money and attention. But the truth is, we're getting closer and closer. In races for governor, senate, and president, the margins for Republican victory have gotten smaller and smaller over time. And in midterm years, when the sitting Republican president is unpopular, like in 2018, we've gotten within 3 points. So 2026 may be our best shot in years. But what's the path to victory? Well, as you've probably heard before, Texas isn't a red state. It's a non-voting state. If every eligible Texan voted in 2020, Joe Biden would have won Texas. And Republicans know it, which is why they've worked so hard to keep it that way. So to win, the Democratic nominee has to mobilize voters, especially Black and Latino voters, and they have to expand the electorate. But demographics alone aren't destiny. It also means winning back the sizable number of Black and Latino voters who supported Trump in 2024. The Democratic nominee has to run up the numbers in the big cities, and in the Latino strongholds in South Texas and the Rio Grande Valley, but they also have to win in the suburbs of those big cities, and put up a decent fight in the more than 180 rural counties in Texas. So who's the best candidate to win? I'm not going to make it that easy. Jasmine Crockett has resonated as a fighter in the Trump era and has potential to run up numbers in the Democratic base, but it's not clear yet whether she can win over enough voters outside of the base to assemble a winning coalition. James Tallarico is a viral star in his own right, and his brand of politics may be suited for competing in the suburbs and rural parts of Texas. But it's not clear yet whether he can electrify the base and voters of color at the level needed to win. The point is, there isn't just one path to victory in Texas. Both are great candidates with their own styles, and frankly, Texans deserve a healthy primary to pick our strongest nominee, because this could be the cycle that Texas finally flips. So if you want to see Texas turn blue, share this video to spread the word, and follow me to stay in the loop.